Greetings, family. It's Michaela Renee here in our Be Well community. And I want to thank you for coming into the community and see what it's about, and also being inspired in the community with the things that I'm posting. So anyways, today is Tea and Tarot. I have these themes that are set for each day, and that's really so that we can look forward to something that's encouraging, inspiring, like a recipe. So we have the HerbCrafters Tarot, and I like the fact that I'm using this because, trying to see, because we're doing tea and we're doing tarot and we're doing herbs, right? So now I love this particular deck. It is so colorful. It's by Latisha, Guthrie, and Joanna, Powell, Colbert. I know Joanna fairly well. You can find her on Facebook and on Instagram under her name. And the illustrations are so beautiful. Inside, they're not colored, but they're very detailed. But the cards themselves are very colorful. So, and the correspondences are a little bit different than we have had before. You know, usually we have our correspondences page in the court cards, page, knight, queen, and king. However, she does something a little different. Mrs. Guthrie, she does, I want to get it. I want to say it correctly, because I think that that deserves to be expressed correctly. Let's see. My court cards. Okay. So we have, let me see. Oh, okay. So we have Iha. Iha is like a child, the children. Iha. H-I-J-A. Iha. And then that would be for the page. Then for the knight, right? So this would be like the invincible teenager. So hold on. We're going to go to Adelita. Adelita, that's like the big aunt, right? So you have Iha, the children, and the Adelita, the aunt. And you have to listen to the Adelita because they're so close to the mother. And so the mother is going to be madre, right? So we already know that's going to be well, you may not know, but I'm telling you. The Spanish definition for mother, in this case representing the queen, is madre. And what do we do for the king? Well, in a predominantly matriarch household, they're not looking at the patriarch figures to give the definition, right? Or to be acknowledged in this way. They have their place. But in this space, in the intuitive and with logical realm, you're dealing with the women. So this is the curandera. And that would be your grandmother. It's very, 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 very beautiful. But it's not just how she is a grandmother, it's the position she is. And the reason why I say that is because some of us know the grandmother to be known as the abuela and the abuelo, right? That's the grandmother and grandfather. However, this one is a curandera. So this denotes a more an elder of wisdom, right? Who has very, very powerful authority. So this is how this book is set up. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and pull cards. And I'll do 4 while my tea is steeping. I don't know if anyone can see how golden brown it is. I'm going to show that to you in just a second. Oh my goodness. It is so pretty. And the flower, the flame underneath is flickering so beautifully. And so recall, I did put the rose petals in there and the Earl Grey de la Crème. So you're definitely going to have this hint of rose. Accent the de la Crème. Okay. And the foundational tea is the Earl Grey. Now, Earl Grey is great for the, waking up or for brunch even. So what does that mean for us today when we're looking at this tea? Earl Grey is definitely a tea of exactness. Instead of procrastination, it's a tea that represents like being very forthright. Whatever you are undecided about, your Earl Grey will help you to make the decision, because it's a tea that in the notes of the tea, the taste of the tea, it can be slightly pungent, just slightly, but enough to let you know that it is there, but subtle enough to allow you to enjoy it. Now my flame is gone out, which is perfect timing. And there is the beautiful, look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't that gorgeous? That is gorgeous. Okay, I'm gonna get my teacup and just one second. Okay, I've got my teacup. And I'm gonna pour tea and pull cards. So, isn't that cute? My daughters got these for me. So, they know I love tea. So, I'm going to pour this here. Oh, that pours so beautifully. Now, I do not use honey in my tea. Although I have used honey in my tea, most of the time I do not. I really like the flavor of the tea itself. It's very comforting to me. So I'm going to put that right there. Okay, so the 4 cards we're going to pull, and there's no question. I'm not putting any questions out there. We're just going to let the universe show us what this day's energy brings, okay? And this is our midday tea. So around different parts of the world, they have their tea time, and this would be something you can use for your tea time. So the first card I pulled is the 8 of Earth, and it's turmeric. That's very interesting. The second card I pulled is the Adelita of Water. Adelita of Water. So we're looking at the Knight of Cups. And the third card I pulled is the 7 of Fire. I'm going to show you the cards in just one second. And the fourth card, which we're going to make the foundation card, is the Emperor. Woo! That is powerful. So let's go with the foundation. The foundation is the Emperor. Okay, here's this card. The Emperor is definitely about taking care of business and making sure that everything is in order, right? Because that is what that's what the Emperor does. He makes sure that his subjects are taken care of. His babies are cared for and protected. Well, you might not have children. This doesn't appear to be literal as I'm looking at this card deck, this pull. What I actually see is that we have ideas that need to be nurtured and protected, right? And so how do we protect them? We may need to protect them from ourselves, because if we're procrastinating and we're not doing what we should be doing, or what we can do when it comes to nurturing an idea, then you're just leaving yourself open, right? So the Emperor is reminding us that right now it's time to get your things squared away. If you notice here, squared away, get them squared away. I like that. And also, you're looking at different types of herbs here. We have rosemary, we have pine, we have cinnamon, and I want to say it's a little ginger and a little orange. Oh my gosh, look at that. So all of those different herbs and spices that are put together are for you to like literally bind yourself, right? Bind yourself in wellness, right? Bind yourself in the mental capacity of doing something that is supportive to your creative work, to this baby that you have. Now, the first card that I pulled is the 8 of Earth, turmeric. There you go, 8 of Earth. I like this card, the 8 of Pentacles. This means, this is right in line with this Emperor, is that it's time to work on your idea. Not just think about it, but work on it. The turmeric is a healing property. However, unless it has the additional ingredients to it, it doesn't do anything. So like with turmeric, we have to add pepper so that it can activate its properties within us, right? Okay, so here, the 8 of Pentacles, the 8 of, 8 of Pentacles. This is about working your craft, working what it is that you've got. Right in alignment with the foundational card, the Emperor, which is taking care of your assets, right? The second card that I pulled is Adelita of Water. Okay, Okotio, Adelita of Water. Look at that. So when we look at this card, this means so we're nurturing by spirit, but we're also nurturing in our communication. So we have to speak what we want out. You have to speak out your desire. And it doesn't mean you're blasting it out, because you don't necessarily want to say what you're working on or what you're doing before you really have that pinned out or mapped out in your head, so you're not, going aimlessly about doing certain things. And I know that because I've done that before. So I think a lot of us, we might speak something out and then realize, oh, I didn't have all of that mapped out. So this says speak to your creation. What it is that you desire to have come forth, speak to it, so that it actually is, it feels it's healing. It is healing for you, and it helps you. It reinvigorates you. It stimulates you. It's like the moisturizer and the rejuvenation, right? So speak to that creative work that you are, that you've got maybe a little deep within you, and you want to do something. You may not know how to do something, so speak to that thing. And the last card is the 7 of Fire. So this is the 7 of Wands. Now, in some groups, this card can represent 7 of Swords, but the Wands are very creative. This card traditionally has a man standing, and he's got a door behind him, and he's trying to escape out of the door, right? And then there's these people up against him. So here you can look at this card, and cinnamon acts as a protection mechanism. And so in this case, you want to guard yourself guard your mind, this cinnamon, so-called cinnamon, right? Guard your mind with graceful words. Guard it with healthy ideas. And then in that case, you are now speaking to your ideas, and you are working out what idea that you want, so that you can now be a great resource and a provision for yourself and for anyone else that gets to participate or partake of whatever it is that you're creating. So anyway, I created this today. This whole thing. Oh, that is so soft. Oh, that is so pretty. It's a black tea. Hold on. It's a black tea with cornflower petals and natural flavors. Cornflower petals. That is very, very important. Cornflower petals. Cornflower That's echinacea. Wow, that's a very healing tea blend. So we have this cornflower petals with some natural flavors, Earl Grey de la crème with 2 rosebuds that I put inside here. And it is so smooth. There's no bite going down the back of my throat. Oh, wow. That is really a pretty tea. I want to thank you for joining. I would like your feedback. So let's talk about it. Whether you want to talk about the tea or you want to talk about an idea that you are wanting to put together, but feel like you might have a blockage about it, not sure why you're not able to get through. I want you to reach out. Tell me about it. Talk to me about it on the on the thread. You know, put your information below. I would love to hear about it. Also, if you go to the website, every week there is a new affirmation with a tarot card that is at no cost. All you have to do is click where the pop-up shows to explore. Click the explore and the card of the week is there. Once you click that card of the week, you're going to see the affirmation. If you want more, there's other things you can do. However, the affirmation that is connected is very, very powerful. Something that can be said several times before you go to bed. And I guarantee you do that 3 or 4 days in a row, saying that affirmation, miracles happen. I'm living in a miracle. So I am so glad to connect with each of you today. Thank you. Let me know what you think about this series, okay? Blessed be. Mwah.